What you're looking at is Steam running natively on my phone. This is not cloud gaming or remote access. Everything is running directly on this phone. Recently, Valve released Proton 11 with official ARM support. So on paper, this should have been simple. Install Proton, launch Steam, and play games. And yes, those games are actually running on it. No streaming, no emulation, nothing happening on another device. It was not simple. I spent 7 days, went through 3 phones and 4 operating systems, and hit a kernel limitation that should have made this completely impossible. This is the actual story of what it takes to run Steam on an Android phone in 2026, and the answer is not what Valve's announcement made it sound like. A while back, I made a video about getting Linux running on Android. Someone left a comment asking about Steam on that same setup. That comment basically started this whole thing. I assumed it would be straightforward. Valve literally announced Proton 11 for ARM, so I spent 7 days trying to get real desktop Steam running natively on Android. I started with the proper approach: Ubuntu and Termux, FEX-Emu, Proton 11, the full stack, and technically, everything installed. Steam files, x86 rootfs, FEX itself. But every single time I launched Steam, instant crash, illegal instruction. I thought it was chroot. So I rooted the phone, switched to a real chroot environment, rebuilt the entire setup. Same crash. That is when I finally found the actual problem. My phone kernel only supports 39-bit virtual memory. FEX needs 48-bit address space for x86 emulation. That was the wall, so instead of fighting Android, I removed it completely. I flashed Postmarket OS, a native Linux distribution, directly onto the phone. Installed FEX on that. But then, the next problem. Postmarket OS runs Wayland, and Steam expects a traditional X11 display server. So I added X-Wayland as a translation layer between them. And finally, Steam launched. Proton 11 Beta showed up in the dropdown. I downloaded Brawlhalla, hit play. And waited. It never launched. So that left one option. I am not going to explain it right now. You will see it on screen. And this time Steam actually launched. Fully. Brawlhalla, No Room in Hell, Deadpool, all of them ran. That footage you saw at the start, that is this setup. And then the games actually ran. Brawlhalla was completely smooth. No lag, no stutter, nothing. No Room in Hell, same story. These are real PC games running on a 7-year-old phone, and they felt like native apps. Deadpool is a heavier title. That one had some lag, but it was running on a Snapdragon 845. If a chip this old can do this, imagine what a current flagship would do with this setup. Now, why did Windows ARM succeed where everything else failed? The kernel. On Android, the kernel is locked down and vendor modified. FEX-Emu needs 48-bit virtual address space for x86 translation. Android kernels on most phones cap at 39-bit, and you cannot change that without recompiling. Postmarket OS gave me a proper Linux kernel, but Wayland and the FEX stack still could not deliver a working Steam session. Windows ARM runs its own kernel entirely, with its own memory model, its own DirectX translation layer through D3D Metal, and its own x86 emulation built in. It bypassed every single limitation that killed the Linux attempts. That is why it worked. Controlled with a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, running on the same phone, sitting in front of an AC vent with a thermal pad mod on the chip to keep temperatures manageable. But I also tried Warframe. That one did not work, because Warframe requires DirectX 12 and this setup only has DirectX 11 support. You can see that clearly in the recording. So there is still a ceiling here. This project is not done. I am still pushing it every weekend, specifically trying to get Proton 11 working inside Android and to make this whole setup accessible for every Android user. Everything is going on GitHub, the findings, the scripts, the dead ends. Link is below. If you want to help, come build this with me.